Hey, what's up everybody? So this is going to be a Yuri's Revenge game on Hidden Valley, and I really like these two games I'm going to upload. So it's going to be two games, and you see Blazer and Rival. So I want to talk about this map. So if you don't already know, Yuri is really strong on this map. So Yuri's really strong in this map, so enough about that. I mean, he could camp with bunkers, mutator, and I think I uploaded a lot of videos with that already. And more to come. I got 1 or 2 extra to come. But anyway, Allies versus Soviet, or Soviet versus Soviet, or Allied versus Allied, just not with Yuri. It's actually a good game, and this map, actually, I think it's a little bit complicated because of the fact that those oils, and Soviet likes to do siege chopper rushes sometimes. And siege chopper rushes is when they sneak up on the oil. We got a brawl going over here, a little scrimmage. Okay, and Green should have been a little more prepared against this conscript because they have hospital, and they're not gonna die unless he does something really fancy. Okay, so Green is actually knows how to knows what to do. So he has one more factory. He's probably going for a second one. It's early in the game still. There's this flak track. I noticed that this grizzly tanks are going to repair so that he doesn't need a engineer IIV. Yeah, so if it's Soviet versus Soviet, sometimes the person with the fastest siege chopper wins, and sometimes if you just know the build order just a little bit better on this map, or do something just a little bit better than your opponent on this map, you're gonna get way ahead of him. Especially if you do something, even if your micromanagement and your tank control is just as good as your opponent, he might beat you, or you might beat him if his or your build order is just a little bit better, or you do something just a little bit faster. So it's a little tricky, but I mean, if you're a noob or you're like an intermediate player, you probably won't notice the like little subtleties of this map. I mean, you might notice the siege choppers, but you might not notice like something with a little bit or a little different. So like right here, that's actually common. Paradrop up there, and this actually gets the oil sometimes easily. And like all this GIs right there. Okay, and Blazer actually did get the hospital, so his GIs are gonna stay alive a little bit longer. And I don't think they could shoot anything else up there. He could get him down with a helicopter, but probably not worth it. Okay, Chronosphere, Iron Curtain. And this is what happens sometimes. Even if you're doing break even against Soviet, the Iron Curtain is at a close range on this map. And since the Iron Curtain is at a close range, that's big trouble for Allies. Allies does have the Chronosphere, but the Chronosphere is not as good as the Iron Curtain on this map. Chronosphere is better on bigger maps in general, and Iron Curtain is better on smaller maps in general. Or Iron Curtain's better compared to the Chronosphere on smaller maps in general. So here we go. He's gonna Desolate bomb him. What you gotta do is you gotta push the Iron Curtain away. What he should do is to put the GIs a little bit closer to the base, but he's bringing them closer to his base. He should put them more toward the middle of the map, and then run away from the Iron Curtain. You never ever fight the Iron Curtain. Like sometimes the Mirage could stay still, but you always want to run from the Iron Curtain, and if you don't, you're gonna ask for it. So you see he's trying to get the maximum amount of tanks on there. Is that 9 tanks on the Iron Curtain? I think it might be 8 or 9 right there. So what he's doing is he's staying still with the Mirage tanks, and the Rhino tanks have enough time. He's just gonna quit. There's nothing he could have done. He has to run back. He would have done a little bit better if he would have ran to the back of his base. But he's like, oh crap. You know, he thought he was going to run in, and then the Mirages were going to go up and then go down. Or maybe he was thinking that. But you can't blame him, because that happens all the time versus good players. They get trapped. So I want to show you another strategy. So I really like this game even more than the last game. I just want to show you an example of how the Iron Curtain, sometimes even in the first Iron Curtain, is enough to kill you. So anyway, you see the crazy Ivan rush. He's gonna try to get. He actually got 1 oil. He was trying to get 2 oils, and that's actually good. He could have even went for the War Factory also, but in the long game, the oils are going to be better than the War Factory if it comes down to running low on ore. Yeah, like, usually the ore is better than the oil at first. I mean, the oils are obviously a bonus, but late game, the oils are better than the ore.
Seal ready.
So Navy SEAL. Is that for the battle fortress, or is he going to try to seal his machine shop? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So you notice that blue has a desolator. Sometimes making a desolator before they paradrop you is a good idea. Is he good? Oh, nice. He did get the War Factory. And also, Sophie had, I already said this, but Sophie had the option to get Yellow's War Factory. But sometimes it's easier just to go after the oils, because they're usually undefended. They're not near the infantry and the tanks, and you just run past everything and just boom boom blast both of those oils. And the Navy SEAL can't get both of them because he dies if he blows them up. Crazy Ivan is a delayed blast, so he could get more than one object that would kill him if he got blown up on him. And of course everybody knows that, but I'm just saying. Okay, so here goes, he's got 4 tanks and a flak truck. He's a little bit behind on the amount of tanks that he would have had. Oh, I don't like what he did right there. I don't like what he did right there. I think blue actually is making errors. So the good news is that he only lost a flak truck and only lost a desolator. So if you go on tilt after that, then there's something wrong with you in the head. It was a small mistake overall. He didn't lose too much army value. You got to start talking army value and time value if you want to really know the game. Oh, and he had the desolator right there. He might say, "Oh man, that is not looking good for blue." And that okay, nice desolator actually. He got a little bit of something that time. He got his money's worth that time with the desolator. Killed a whole paradrop, killed a couple tanks. Almost got the seal and the degenerate. And the legionnaire, I mean. Okay, but blue overall, like, the same thing could happen last game. Even though he lost the oil, what could happen is he could just Iron Curtain and just blow his stack off, basically. Same thing could happen. And that's actually a good micromanagement to target the desolator really quickly like that before the desolator could shoot it or deploy. That's a little risky, but that's actually really good because it's pretty smart actually. So blue doesn't have a real big buildup of tanks yet. Here comes the one Harrier looking for desolators. He actually is successful. Now the desolator's gone, the current legionnaire could harass him. And that is just something that blue shouldn't want to have to deal with, because blue, any Soviet on this map should be worried about aggressive tactics and running down the Allied. So now yellow actually is turning the tides a little bit. Blue might have to go into defensive, and notice he could desolate his own Rhino tanks a little bit without any consequences because of the machine shop. Well, unless the machine shop gets blown up, like right now. How about right now? Okay, don't go into single fire. You're gonna get yoked up. Oh, he got the Iron Curtain. Not a super good Iron Curtain, but enough to. That's enough to you know, the Iron Curtain. The tanks with the Iron Curtain take the front line or take most of the hits. So you could do a lot of damage. So actually, it's looking good. And Blaze is doing the same mistake he did last game. By standing still, he should have ran away. But this time it wasn't even, not even 1/5 as bad as what happened last time. Last game it totally killed him. This game it hurt him a little bit. And I don't know. I mean, he's not a bad player. I mean, but sometimes every good player has a little bit of quirks. Like even me, like just a little couple like things like I shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. That's something that Blazer does. He doesn't run away from the Iron Curtain well enough. But he does the other things, like he's really good with the Rocketeers. I think he's one of the better Rocketeer players. As stupid as that sounds, it's true. He's pretty good. He'll mess you up with Rocketeers and you could even win the game. I don't really use Rocketeers as effectively It's him, because I don't even use him as much, period, but still. Okay, so here we go. And I really like this game, and I really, really, really like what he's doing with the Battle Fortress. I really like it. This is actually one of the better games I've seen him play. Of course, Blue made a mistake, but sometimes they make... It seems like you're making more mistakes when your player on the other side is making more good plays. Why am I making so many mistakes for what? Oh, and he got screwed right there. That's brutal. And if you're Yuri, you can magnetron them down, but you can't magnetron them down. So, Yellow is going to put the pressure on really, really bad, and oh, so that's really good. That's perfect. Perfect. Remember I said make the Iron Curtain away from your base? That was absolutely perfect how he made... If you make them use the Iron Curtain in their base, they can't damage your buildings, and most importantly, they can't kill your super weapons and your everything important in your base. Okay, it looks like Blue's thinking about base trading, but not a good idea. Okay. One problem is that his Battle Fortress is low health. He could probably bum rush it, but I think he might be using it as bait, because he might bum rush that Battle Fortress, and then it might barely survive, and the Mirage tanks and the Battle Fortress itself shoots all his tanks. Try to bum rush it. Either try to bum rush it or don't. Okay, he got it. Okay, now get out of there, exit, and try to keep that elite alive. Keep that elite. Oh my god, the plane got it. That was fucking a nice shot by the plane. Holy shit. I was gonna say keep that damn elite tank alive, because that elite tank is so strong, especially if you got the Iron Curtain on it. It just shreds everything. And Blue is freaking in hot water. He's got to spam Desolators and hope that his Iron Curtain saves his ass. But oh man, he is in trouble. He's got to spam more Sentry Guns and Desolators. There's no Battle Fortress in sight. Oh man, hurry up. He's starting to freaking crumble. He's starting to crumble. And the lightning storm, oh my god, that is like... I actually forgot about that, but... That Iron Curtain, I mean the weather control device actually makes it even harder. Because he could have stormed all his battle bunkers if he made battle bunkers. Or anything like that. Or if he made siege choppers, he could have stormed the siege choppers as tanks, everything. But the main point of this game is how he made him use the Iron Curtain far away from his base and in his own base. Good game.